Autism is something that has become near and dear to my heart, mainly because of a good friend of mine named Eli Delany. We've been friends for a number of years. He lives up in the Boston, Massachusetts area, and he and I are both tackle heads. We love tackle. We love, the little intricacies of bass fishing, and that's kind of where we connected. And we've known each other for well over 10 years. He's got a son that's autistic, and I had never spent any time around anybody that was autistic before I got to know his son Luke. And I've gotten to know Luke since he was a young boy, and I've watched him grow and mature and develop. He had to go to a special school. He could not go to regular public schools. When I first met Luke, he really could not verbally communicate well at all. He couldn't have any sort of conversation or anything like that. And now he's a late teen. He's become sufficient enough to where he's doing a lot of things on his own, but he can actually carry on a conversation with you, and it's just been neat to watch him develop and kind of go through that. But Eli has got his own autism charity. It's called My Little Buddy's Boat, and the bracelet's a Fishing with a Mission, autism awareness. This is an extension of what Eli has done for probably close to 10 years now. We have done, Eli has helped support me coming to professional bass fishing and the Elite Series and trying to raise awareness for autism, because as he says, it all starts with awareness. That's where it all starts. I was not even aware of autism before I met Eli. I'd heard the term, I didn't know what it meant, didn't know what it was. And the more I started talking about it, the more I started to really just bring awareness to the situation. People were coming to me saying that, oh, well, my brother's kid is autistic, or my daughter works with autistic children. I mean, to me, it almost come out of the woodwork. It's been almost overwhelming to hear the amount of people that are touched by people on the spectrum of autism. And so, if I can just do my part, and every year in April on the professional bass circuits, I try to continue to bring awareness and try to raise some funds for autism charities. This year in 2020, we're not going to have any professional bass tournaments in the month of April. So we're doing some auctions, doing some social media campaigns, trying to do some other things to help continue to raise awareness and continue to bring light to what's going on with autism in that whole field. It's our time of year. This is what we do in April, try to bring awareness. And in years past, we've had the Autism Angler of April Award. We've had some great past winners. Last year we had Stetson Blaylock, and this is a perfect example with Stetson of how you can make things relate to people that they didn't understand before. So Stetson won the award. He got the trophy, and he got presented an amount of money to make a donation to wherever he wanted to. And I said, why don't you look locally, Stetson? And in his way, I said, why don't you guys look locally, see where they're somewhere close. So he and his wife Lindsay, they went they went online and found an autism camp that was within miles of where they live. They had no idea. They went to the camp, they made the donation. They were blown away at all the things that they had going on there, and they both said, we're going to continue to support this organization for years to come, because it was a summer camp that takes in autistic kids and other kids with disabilities who don't normally get to go to a camp and enjoy the outdoors. And so they were blown away by that. In years past, we've had Brandon Polinick win, Fred Rambanis. Brandon has been a huge supporter from day one. I could not have been happier to see him win that award. And then he has been a huge supporter ever since. And as a matter of fact, last year I had these crazy shoes made up that were autism puzzle piece. They were just bright, Chuck Taylor style looking shoes, and I put them up for auction. Yeah, that's right. Brandon Polinick made the winning bid. He said that they were going to go in his new office in his house that he was building out there in Idaho. And sure enough, he put the winning bid in and made a huge contribution to autism, which was not a surprise to me. So it's been very humbling to see the amount of support that has come from all of the professional anglers. And now with the split of the 2 tournament trails, Kevin Van Dam has been a great supporter, a good supporter of Eli, and good supporter of the whole system and what we're doing and bringing the message. He has kind of taken that over as the role of the angler on the other tournament trail in order to keep the message going in 2 places. So now we've got what's going on in the Elite Series and what's going on over there with MLF, and I'm really happy and proud of Kevin for continuing to carry that banner over there. We've had a lot of awesome supporters, and Mike Iaconelli's been a very early supporter of Eli's and mine, and with the whole autism, my little buddy's boat, he's had one of the stickers on his boat basically from day one. Just doesn't even ask a question. He just wants to make sure he's showing his support for it. So, the professional bass fishing gives us a platform to bring a bigger message to anglers, to people all over. And I feel like that autism awareness is the message that I have chosen to give in the month of April with the professional bass fishing platform that we have.